Thank you for coming tonight. I appreciate all of your time and attention. We have already distributed some cards. We're going to use them for the devotional tonight. So grab a pen. If you don't have one, raise your hand. Someone will bring you one. And there's some on the table. We're going to talk about how to get kingdom work accomplished. There's no more important work to be had. So we're going to talk about how to get it accomplished and who or what might be standing in our way. So on your cards, go ahead and jot down anything that God has been showing you individually that He's put in front of you. Perhaps something that you need to, change or work on, or an area to grow in. Often this will be something that during a sermon it pulled on your heartstring, or when a friend shared with you, you realized, I really want to become a better listener, whatever it might be. Just go ahead and jot one thing down. Now think about the groups that you're involved in, the associations, your family, your place of employment. Has there been anything, and write it on your paper as well, that He has put before you that needs a change there? Anything that you've noticed in coworkers or your work environment, your home life, your teenager, your college student, their friends, whatever it might be, anything that's come before you in that area. Now we're going to flip to the back side of the card, and we're going to think just for a moment about who or what we think is standing in our way of getting this stuff accomplished and getting it completed. And I would like for you to write that reason down. No one's ever going to see these cards but you. There's a shredder at the door. I want you to really put down your thoughts and your real emotions. That's what we're here to deal with tonight. Maybe you've accomplished it already, and nothing is standing out there waiting for you to do. That would be awesome. But I know for myself, there's plenty out there. So go ahead and be honest with yourself and with the card you have in front of you. There's so much writing on this. I mean, souls are literally at stake with this kingdom work. So how do we get it done? Stop. Let's wait a minute. We need to reevaluate our role. Since when did this become about what we can do and what we need to do and what we can do? When we were saved, that was about what Christ did. There was nothing we could ever do to get to that place of redemption. We rested in what He did. When we needed forgiven for the things in our past, we could never obtain that. We rested in what He did. He said that what He did on the cross was enough. And we believed it. We stepped out in faith. So why, as Christians, doing the work of the kingdom, do we let go of that and move into this mode where we have to get this stuff done? And it's all riding on us. And then we wonder, why do so many Christians burn out, especially when they're working in the church? Especially when they're serving in areas that we think, hey, you should be blessed beyond belief. What do you mean you're tired on Sunday? Because we shift into this mode of thinking it's all on us, and this is important work. We got to get to it. So how does it get done if it's not resting on us to do? Thank you, Lord, that was not your plan. Speaking for myself. How does it get accomplished? The truth is revealed because this is not our show. It's God's show. This is not His work. It's not our work. It's His work. And it's not our kingdom we're building. It's His kingdom. I had someone say to me today that stopped by our house, and I mentioned I was going to seminary, and he talked for a minute, and as he was leaving, he said, I hope you save a lot of souls. I said, oh no, I don't plan on saving any. Let me be very clear. That's not my job description. And so many people outside of the church and inside of the church too expect that the Christian is to do the work. And we're guilty of expecting our pastors to do it as well. If something's not moving in the church, who do we think of to blame? We put it on them as well, even our fellow Christians. So, it's time to reevaluate our role. It's His plan, not ours. He does move in a very active way. This is words straight from the Bible, and that He lavishes His grace on that neighbor, that homeless person. He's already doing this work. He's already done work, and He's already doing work. So if you wrote on your paper that you need to share with someone and care with the homeless person that you're driving past, the good news for us is He has already shown them His grace. He has already sent others to bless them. Your neighbor, your grumpy neighbor across the street, He's already loving that person. He's already ministering to her. Your teenage child, who you can't seem to get through to, He already is working on her heart. He has already gone there. He's already doing work. So what's our role? If He's doing the work and it's His work, what do we get to participate in? This is the most amazing thing. You might have noticed that God didn't take out any bulletin boards or ad campaigns on TV. His whole plan is to let us participate in what He is doing. Isn't that amazing? And we don't need to feel like He's not competent in that. He's created everything. He's all-knowing, all-powerful, all-moving. He knows every heart better than they know themselves. So if He's already doing the work, we needn't be shy, feeling like we might fail. He's doing the work. What we do is look to see, where is He moving in that church? Where is He already moving in my job? Where is He already moving in my relationship with my coworkers? What is He already doing with the youth group, with my teenager, and the way she's talking to her friends? How is He already working through these people and these places? What is His agenda, not ours? And then when you see what He is doing, and He is doing something everywhere if we look for it, you simply ask Him how He wants you to participate in that. How He wants you to join in to His action. Some people have trouble finding God and seeing where His hand is at work. That's because they're looking for the lightning bolt. And we're all guilty of this sometimes. We'd really like to see a sure sign, something undeniable. But He doesn't work that way. He works in the everyday. He works in the quiet moments. He works in the simple things that we miss a lot of times because we're looking for the divine. When He was here and He walked among us, He made breakfast for the disciples. That was very everyday. That was ordinary. He provides our food. He provides our house. There are no accidents. There are no coincidences. Start looking for Him in the everyday of these people and these places and see where He is moving and ask Him how He wants you to participate and join in. What a privilege. What an honor that we get to do that. So look at the back of your card. And I want you to think again about what we wrote. Think of the places that you put, or the organizations, the things in your own life. He is most actively working in amazing ways. I want to read some words that He is doing with us, active and every day. The most astonishing things. He has destined us for adoption as His children. We're not just worker bees. We are His children. He has bestowed His grace upon us. With that grace, we can move out in power. It's not about us. It's about Him. And He has blessed us to participate in His divine agenda and His divine plan. So something that you need to know is that if something is stopping us from participating and joining in, there's only one person on the earth that can stop us from being successful. And that is ourselves. If we're trying to do it ourselves, make it about us, not realize how it gets done, how He moves, learn to see Him, see what He's doing, and join in on His flow and participate with His action, nothing will stop our success. We need to know that we are here and we are equipped by His glory to participate in His plan that He is already doing. We have no excuses. So I appreciate your time. Keep it rolling.
You are past 10 minutes.
That's fine. Keep it rolling. Or start it again.
Keep going.
Okay. We're going to talk about the talk. And I wanted to ask, first of all, if you can speak up loudly when you answer because of the tape. What did you learn about God in the devotion? Anybody? I know Anna's back there with the baby. But
Learn that it's God's work.
it's God's work?
We are the ones who are right to participate.
Does that change how you look at the work? Yeah. So, have you seen anything? Anybody else see something about
You
God
said
in
something
this?
about how God works in like teenagers and stuff in their hearts and stuff. But they don't know that.
Mhm.
The kids.
They don't know that, but it doesn't make it any less true.
I'm not saying it's not true,
Oh yeah, yeah,
you know. But they don't realize that.
that's right. So maybe some way He wants you to join in is to help them realize where He's been in their life. You know, God provided that for you, honey, or God probably showed you that, or that's a good thing. You're already identifying how you can participate in what He's already doing. You can help them see. That's a great thing. It's a very great thing. Anything else?
As you were talking, I thought about God leading me to intervene.
He's getting hungry.
I work and things happen around me, and I sense what's going on in people's lives and mine as well, family, relatives, and God is not telling me to intervene on behalf of people. So that's what's been big in my life recently. Right before this.
That's powerful. And that's all about Him, but you have that active role. It floors me. I continue to be floored by it.
Also, I think that, as you said, when we set out to do kingdom work, we think it's left to us to do the work. We do the practical work, but it's really up to God to bring the results. So we should not be too concerned about how successful we are or if we are a failure, because it's God that is actually planning the work.
That's really good.
If we just relax and know that if we think we're a failure, maybe that's not the direction we should go.
Yeah, or people are rejecting Him. If we're just sharing Him,
Yeah.
it's not us who they're rejecting. It's not about us. Never about self-preservation, which is another hard thing to get through your head. Is there anything about the way that I presented it that you really liked, or you think helped you connect to what the message was about?
Listening to you, I kept saying to myself, I have to be reminded every day. God is telling me over and over, this is your message for today. I go, we go to God, I go to God, and it's okay. What is my assignment for today? Or what's your word to me for today? And by the end of the day, I forget what it was, but I realize when I look back on the day, I can see His hand at work. I get comments from people around me, my interaction with the children as they serve me, we serve each other. I see, I could reflect on God's work in my life. And so it is about Him. When I feel sorry for myself at the end of the day and tired, I remember, you look certain. It's not about you.
And if you feel that way, I have learned, if you feel that way, if you feel yourself getting burnout, you're putting too much of yourself in there. You're not letting him, I'm not speaking to you, Addie, personally.
You are
but
speaking to
you're not letting him flow through you.
Yeah.
You're putting your own self in there. And what happens when we do that, we miss what he's already doing. And we're looking for what we think he should be doing. And then, so if you're feeling, when the days we feel like that, it's not to say you're not going to be physically tired, but when you feel emotionally spent, you literally did spend yourself. And that's not what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to let him flow through us, which is, we just need to constantly be reminded of that, all of us.
Yeah, that's
We
my
really
point.
do.
Every day
And build accountability with each other. You know, I did it again today. You know? And then tomorrow you go out and you look, okay, now what is he already doing in that life? I mean, it's exciting. My dad's church, the pastor came in and said on the bulletin, mandatory discipleship class for all new members. And they said they don't even know what that means. It's a little country church in Pennsylvania, and they're thinking he's going to try to keep members out, and they're very aggravated about it. And I thought, okay, this is a good example of my talk. What if I was him and I just said, what's God already doing in these people? Yes, they need to grow as disciples. Yes, I need to lead them. Let's start with what he's already doing. And how can I participate? How different would they receive that? Because he's already prepared their hearts. But how much less stress would that be on his spirit? Was there anything that I did in presenting, that I could do differently to help you focus on the message better next time? Did the message have did you understand the overall clear purpose and meaning of the message? Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.